The new EFL season gets underway on Friday night. Not just the players and managers preparing, the referees as well, including EFL referee Will Finnie. Good afternoon. A nice summer off of not being yelled at every week, but now you're ready to go again.
Absolutely ready and set to go for the new season, which kicks off this Saturday. So it's been a busy, intense pre-season. Lots of hard work that's gone in behind the scenes to make sure that we're fit, ready and prepared going into the opening match day. Lots of technical work that goes into it, a lot of physical work. We've got a team of sports scientists, psychologists, technical coaches to help prepare us. And yeah, can't wait for that first kind of walk out of the tunnel on Saturday.
I'm really interested by the concept of a psychologist then. What do they work with you on?
Yeah, so it's about making sure that not only we're physically healthy and fit and ready for the game, but psychologically we're able to make good decisions under pressure, decisions in big moments, so that not only are we accurate, but we're doing them in the right way and working well as a team to deliver those decisions. So there's a whole host of teams behind us, support teams. As I say, the psychologists, we've got sports scientists, we've got a medical team, and a whole host of technical staff as well to support us.
A new season tends to bring sort of new directives and certain things where there's about 5,000 penalties given in the first 2 weeks for a certain thing or the other. What would the new directives be for the new season?
So the key things we're focusing on are very much around participant behaviour, which is a continuum from last season and building on the good work that was put in last year, just about improving the image of the game. It's just, being a bit firmer on clearly unacceptable behaviour. And then the second one is about just speeding the game up, getting the ball in play more, therefore leads to potentially more goals, more entertaining football for people to watch. So really it's just more of the same of last season and building on that. And addressing, as I say, that kind of poor behaviour and trying to build those positive relationships with players. That's our kind of key focus.
On that poor behaviour thing, I'm always really interested in that, is that you see players get frustrated and certain language, we can all read it on the telly with what they're saying, and it will be the same in games. That if it's directed at you, then it becomes a problem. If they sort of turn round and are angry, then you leave them to it. But if they're shouting right in your face, that's when it becomes an issue. Yeah,
look, we're football fans as well. Like, we get it. It's a game full of emotion, of passion, of hope and expectation. So we get it, and we've got a whole host of different approaches that we can work with people. Look, if it's low key, if it doesn't stand out, it's not aggressive, it's not confrontational, we've got the opportunity to build that good rapport, communicate, and almost manage that situation. We don't want to have to just jump straight to a yellow red card if we can. But of course, if that kind of clear line's been crossed where it's clearly unacceptable, we've got a job to do and we've got to make sure that we enforce that correctly.
Did you get the sense last season that the pennies started to drop on that point, that if you're going to keep abusing us, you're going to get yourself a yellow card very quickly?
Yeah, absolutely. Player behaviour's improved from my own experience on the pitch. But this is a whole game effort. The clubs have bought into this, the players have bought into this, the competitions. We do a good amount of work in pre-season to go and visit the clubs and the players and the managers so that we're all on the same page. So it's about all of us trying to work together so that, look, when it's kick-off and we're in the thick of it, we have those positive behaviours rather than those real kind of clear, unacceptable incidents that sometimes we have to deal with if they present themselves to us.
I played a bit of six-a-side football last week, and I remember saying to one of my mates at the end of the game, God, refereeing, such a thankless task. What made you get into it?
Well, firstly, look, I absolutely love football. Loved football as a kid. I started refereeing when I was 14. Probably was never going to make it as a player. My touch wasn't quite good enough to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And so, look, I looked for other ways to stay in football. And as a 14-year-old as well, a chance to earn a bit of pocket money, develop myself as a person, some skills, and just really got the bug for it. After a few years of playing and refereeing along the side, I realised that there's a real opportunity to progress. There's opportunities to make it a career. And 15 years after starting, I'm looking forward to going into my 6th season on the EFL and love every minute of it.
Is it harder sometimes actually at grassroots? Because there must be a part of you that thinks, I don't need this abuse. Whereas if you're in a sort of huge League One game, like I'm sure you were, particularly towards the end of a season, you get why people are so wound up by decisions that you might make.
Look, I think even kind of local level football, people play football because they love it, because they're passionate about playing or supporting their team. So look, those challenges are there across all of the game, and it's important that, as I say, there's a whole game approach to addressing this, no matter what level of football we're operating at. And look, as I said, we want to build those positive relationships with players and work with them, have a positive experience for everyone. But when that line's crossed, we need to make sure that we deal with it robustly where we can.
We saw some new faces in the Premier League refereeing last season. Sam Allison did a couple of games. Diversity within the refereeing is a big thing, would you say?
Look, it's hugely important. Diversity is very much strength, and it makes us a real strong organisation. And Pigeonwell does a lot of good work to break down those barriers so that anyone from any background can get involved in refereeing, has the opportunity to progress, and explore those opportunities that refereeing can bring. And one piece of work, for example, was Pigeonwell's Breaking Barriers campaign over the last year, where they take referees into local communities, events at professional clubs, and those referees share their stories, they share their journeys and experiences with the view of inspiring that next generation of match officials. So look, refereeing is definitely for everyone, it's for all, and we're doing everything we can to make sure that those opportunities are there.